Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the news. It is the checking date, 30th already, blimey. The 30th of April, 2017. I don't know what the game footage you're seeing is, because I'm recording this a little tad early, so Matt hasn't sent me anything yet, or what he's doing, so it could be anything, but it'll be linked in the description. Actually, today's the 30th, that means tomorrow's the 1st, so tomorrow there's going to be a few changes. Changes, mostly scheduling changes, but I'll run through them all now. Run through all the channels and all the times and things that are on all channels. So, on Monday, plays at 9 PM like normal. All times will be UK time, but 9 PM, normal upload for the plays. They're not changing at all. Toys channel is getting an upload. We're going to have Toys channel uploads on the Monday, and that'll be the Toys reviews. They're at 7 PM now, so they'll be up at 7 PM. On Tuesdays, new old series is going to be kicking its way into the channel. Nerd³ Tests is back, because I fancy looking at loads of other games. So instead of a daily completes, I'm going to put tests in where there aren't plays videos. Very simple. That's going to be at 9 PM. Over on Dad3's channel at 8 PM is Words of Dad3, where he tells his stories, etc. On Wednesdays, another test video for you at 9, and then we're going to have the stream, as always, at 8 PM. So I don't know what we'll be doing on the online stream at all. I don't know. Actually, we might be playing some more board games, because I've been enjoying playing the board games and stuff. On Thursday, as per always, 9 PM will be a plays video, and that's the second upload on the Toys channel. That's a Lego review. We're done with the modular buildings now, but we're going to be focusing on something else. Actually, I think it's the mini modulars, but whatever. So we're going to be doing 7 PM. There'll be the Lego review, where I review some Lego. If you've never seen them, they're very good. Fridays! What's on Fridays? A few things on Fridays. 7 PM will be the stream upload, where I'll be uploading what happened on the Wednesday stream, in case you missed it. Highlights and the full unedited in the description, as per always. 8 PM, the food of Dad3 over on his channel. He'll be cooking up a recipe for you. And again, a tests, 9 PM as the main video for the day. So every day is getting a main 9 PM video. Saturday, what a great song. Will be 8 PM, The Adventures of Dad3. That's Dad3's weird, silly sketch, whatever he fancies doing. But he gets a camera and does whatever the fuck he wants. And that's at 8 PM. And at 9 PM, the usual Saturday tests. I don't know what it is, because I haven't recorded it yet. On Sundays. Oh, actually, also on Saturday, I do the Patreon post. I do a Patreon post, upload exclusive video, whatever. That's on the Patreon thing. So if you're a Patreon person, look out on Saturdays for a new thing, and also possibly Sundays, and sometimes very early Monday morning. Depending on when I get around to it. Also, you may have heard a lot of YouTubers going, everything's falling apart. Kind of is. Thank you, Patreon people. You're kind of holding me together. It's very nice to have that. Thank you very much. Right, so that's Sunday. We have the news. Hello. Going to be going up at 7. It's no longer the main video of the day. It's going to be going up at 7 PM. Dad3 has Sundays of Dad3, where me and Dad play whatever the fuck we want. We're currently doing a Gang Beasts tournament. It's quite fun. That'll be at 8 PM. And then at 9 PM, it's a test video for the main video for the day. So you get every day you get a main video instead of only 3 days a week. And no more completes. Because I fancy doing it that way. And so I will for a while, until I get bored of it. And then I'll do it another way. Because some people always complain. They go, you just get bored of things, then stop doing them. Yeah. Because I got bored of them. Why would I get bored of something and then keep doing it? If I get bored of something, change it up. I like doing that. Anyway, that's the new schedule. It'll be written down in the descriptions, or it won't be, and people will remind me on Twitter a few days into May, and then I'll do it. Anyway, fuck that. That's the schedule. Let's get on to the news, and we start with the usual thing that I say at the start of all these news things. Nintendo have released a new console. I don't know how Nintendo seems to get a console launch in every single episode of the news, but they're doing it. Oh, they're doing it. Yeah, they've announced a new Nintendo 2DS XL. The new is important. That's actually a part of the title, because that's from the days where they didn't know how to title things. New Nintendo 2DS XL. Remember the Nintendo 2DS? That horrific looking monstrosity. It was like a 3DS, but it didn't have the 3D stuff, and it didn't fold. It was just a brick. And it was horrible. You couldn't put it in a pocket. I've only glanced one very briefly, and every part of my being went, and I died slightly inside. But I'm better now. They've got a new one coming out. It actually folds, so it looks kind of, I don't really get the point. Because, the 2DS was designed for kids, and it was, chunky and robust, and this one just looks like a 3DS without the 3D functionality. It doesn't look like anything's actually changed. Apart from it doesn't have the 3D functionality. So why the hell would you get that? Like, just for the kids, just take the bloody button off. Just pop, there you go, you can't have 3D anymore. I think you can lock down the 3D on a 3DS. So I don't know who the hell this is marketing to. Also, I'm really fucked off they got rid of the NES Classic when they could have been using the factories making this piece of shit for it. But anyway, there's a new Nintendo 2DS XL, which means that the 3DS now has 6 versions. There are 6 versions of the 3DS. 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS, new 3DS, new 3DS XL, 2DS, new 2DS XL. Jesus fucking Christ. That is literally... Because when did the 3DS came out? In 2011, didn't it? So every single year, they have released a new 3DS. Wow. You know what the best time to buy a 3DS is? Next year. And that's always the answer. Anyway, let's... actually, I had a little bit more Nintendo news. Mario Kart 8 came out, and so did the Tetris Puyo Pop game. Now, I've not played the actual game of the Tetris Puyo Pop, but I have played Mario Kart 8, and it's fucking wonderful on the Switch. Really, really fucking impressive. Like, graphically, kicks the shit out of Breath of the Wild. I know Breath of the Wild was open and big and all that, and this is more focused and small, but it feels like a generation jump with a graphics upgrade. It's insane. It's such a pretty game. It controls really well. It's the best game on the Switch, Mario Kart 8 now. I'm not a huge Mario Kart fan, but playing that, I'm like, this is just fun and joyful, incredibly well made. This is what Nintendo is really good at. And it's got a whole bunch of... It's got thousands of characters. Like a bajillion characters. You can play as little Mii's and things. Well, I didn't know you could do that. But yeah, it's good. It has this like automatic assisted driving thing on by default that I turned off, and then the game became fun. Because when I first played it, I was like, oh, this feels really wrong. And then I turned that off, I was like, oh, this is great, I'm crashing again. So yeah, that's Mario Kart 8 is fucking pretty. And it runs at like a flat 60. It's gorgeous. Even in handheld mode, where I play everything, it looks really stunningly gorgeous. And I know I'm currently praising Nintendo, and that's making you all feel weird, but it's true. Sometimes I deserve praise. Rarely. Very rarely, but sometimes. And there won't be any videos on it, because they're cunts. So, there we go. Balance has been established. Right, this next thing, I'm not going to go really far into, but this is literally my favourite headline of the year so far. This is thanks to Game Rant. As always, all these more further reading is linked in the description. Call of Duty World War II adds a new mode called War. There's a new mode of Call of Duty World War II called War. I bet they were up all fucking night, just for days. A whole team of writers just go, what do we call the new mode? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess that means that Call of Duty World War II has been announced. I didn't actually check that. Because it has. It has been announced, hasn't it? Has it been announced? Yeah, it's been announced by now. If they're announcing modes for it, it's been announced. Yeah, Call of Duty World War II has been announced. Did I announce this last week? I don't know. It was a while ago. I was like, it might be a thing. I think it's definitely a thing now. Yeah, so Call of Duty is going back to World War II. I don't give a shit. It's Call of Duty. It's not my thing. But I love the fact that it's got a mode called War. And apparently they're all going, oh, the single player's going to be really like, oh, you know, it's going to show the horrors of war. You know, in a fun Call of Duty way. I bet it's going to be like the horrors of war. And then you're going to be riding a horse with a rocket launcher just into the Normandy beach land and going, fuck yeah! But in a somber way. Anyway, we've got some gameplay footage of Sonic Forces, because there's 2 Sonic games coming out. There's Sonic Mania, which is the sprite-based 2D, insanely fucking good, oh my god, I'm so excited, version of the game. There's also Sonic Forces, which is the 3D version of the game. But it's not, because the first footage they've released is a 2D version of Green Hill Zone. And again, link in the description so you can go watch it. It's actually, I mean, they've got like the 3D Mon Sonic bits, but it looks like they're doing the Sonic Generations, old Sonic, you know, new Sonic 2D and then 3D level thing. But because we've got Sonic Mania's Green Hill Zone, you could directly compare that with the Sonic Forces Green Hill Zone, and Sonic Forces just looks wrong in every way. The jumping looks wrong, the running looks wrong, graphically it's wrong. Like, everything just looks wrong and broken, and you can see, like, what makes Sonic great in Sonic Mania and what makes it terrible in Sonic Forces. And you run those two things side by side, and like my brain starts like separating off, and I see like fucking equations in front of my face. I'm like, I get it now, I totally understand. But yeah, it's Sonic Forces has some gameplay, and it looks shite. But that's all I got for the news. Not all the news. We have more. What should we go for next? Oh, so right, if you're making a mod, okay, I've said this enough times in this fucking series. If you're making a mod for a popular game, don't announce it. Don't announce it until it's done. Because companies shit you down. Shut you down? They shit you down and they shut you down. The Red Dead Redemption GTA 5 mod, the ones that are porting Red Dead Redemption's map over to GTA 5, have been shut down by Rockstar, because of course they fucking have. 3 years they've been working on that thing. 3 years. And it's gone. Basically, they were taking the map of the console exclusive Red Dead Redemption and then slowly putting it over to GTA 5, and Rockstar went, no! Which I suppose is fair. They do own the map, but it's kind of shitty. I mean, Red Dead Redemption isn't on PC. We all know that. Red Dead Redemption 2 might be. It might come to PC. I'm kind of hoping, because GTA 5 was a great PC port. It's got some... Actually, no, it launched way better than GTA 4. Fuck. Remember that fiasco. But, yeah, it's... You know, Rockstar have this history with GTA. Basically, anything that they think is going to take away from online, they started shutting down. So, fuck them. Do you remember when they had that? There was, like, that alternate version of GTA Online, which was supposed to be focused on the fun stuff the fan was making. They shut that down as well, didn't they? Bastards. But yeah, I mean, to me, right, if I was Rockstar, I'd say, hey, fans are porting Red Dead Redemption over to GTA 5. Well, then if they can get that done before Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out on PC, that's a massive fucking selling point, because there are people with PCs who have never played Red Dead Redemption, and then they can see the map and they can see how gorgeous that was. And I feel like that's the kind of mod that would sell you copies of both GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I don't see that as a mod that's ever taking away, because it's not like they're putting the Red Dead Redemption 2 map over, it's the Red Dead Redemption 1 map. So, I feel like they're kind of bags, but again, we must protect the online! Bastards. Actually, no, my Big Bastards of the Week award goes to the people making the Friday the 13th game. They win my Big Bastard of the Year award, because you know when that game's coming out? 26th of May. It's not Friday the 13th! Release the Friday the 13th game on Friday the 13th. When's the next Friday the 13th? You miss it by 1 day in May. No, in June, July, August, October! There! Wait till October and release it on fucking Friday the 13th. That's what you have to do. It'd be nice. October's a nice time to release a game as well. So, no. Just delay it, stop it, ban it in any way you can. The Friday the 13th game, which I'm never going to play, I have no interest, has to come out on Friday the 13th. Because that's just PR 101. That's like infinite free advertising. Friday the 13th game, when's it coming out? Friday the 13th. Boom, in my head forever. Do you even remember the fucking date that I said? No, of course you don't. Because it wasn't Friday the 13th. Anyway. I like it. There are things in my life, little things that just really fuck me off. And then I'm not even like slightly involved with these things. And they are just distant things. But I'm kind of standing there going, what are you fucking doing that for? It's my thing. Yeah. Oh, actually, I've been listening to the new Gorillaz album. Side note, we're doing a side note. Side note time. Ooh. That's its theme. But listen to the new Gorillaz album, which came out, which is not very good. It's one of those... It feels really... It's a strange album. It's I think like 90% of the tracks... I think that's an accurate number. 90% of the tracks are collabs where Damon Albarn just floats to the back. It just feels like a bunch of good hip-hop. But it's not a Gorillaz album. It's really disjointed as well. There's no like Plastic Beach, everything felt like it was that warm and like sunny kind of bright. It felt like a beach. That's kind of everything had that going through it. And this is just everyone's firing off in whatever fucking direction they wanted. And it's a strange album, and I don't particularly care for it. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's one that's going to grow on you," but I've like Demon Days and Plastic Beach. I loved the instant I heard. So I don't get that's not like you get that a lot in music. Like, oh, it'll grow on you. Well, to me, that just says it's shit on a first listen. I know there are some songs you take a while to appreciate, but not fucking 26 album track, one track of which is actually a Monty Python skit redone. So, genuinely. Anyway, that's music side note. Actually, no, because a lot of people are like, right, for me, I love the Gorillaz. I have an incredibly high, I'm staying on the side now. Incredibly high bar they had to clear. They didn't clear it with a full. Damon Albarn got close with his own album, and I like The Good, the Bad, and the Queen as well, but it didn't come close to it, really. And I mean, a lot of people said, oh, it's experimental, you're just not going to like it because it's an experimental album. Well, I'm a Childish Gambino fan, and Awaken My Love is just a fucking 70s funk album. And it's just out of the fucking blue, and it's incredible. An experimental thing works, because if it's experimental, I don't think the Gorillaz thing's very experimental. It just kind of sounds like doing the bits that I don't particularly care for when they normally do it. Anyway, we'll stop now. Actually, no, on a thing talk, have you seen the music video for Lil Dicky's Pillow Talking? It's the best fucking music video in the world. And it's also one of the best songs in the world. Anyway, fuck it. That was that music area. Do you have any more music news? The Groundhog Day soundtrack just came out. Tim Minchin's new musical. A few really good tracks on that one. I haven't listened to it much. Oh, and the new Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix 2 has come out. I'm not sure if I want to pick it up, because I do like having, I like going, yeah, make more of these, because I like collections of this kind of music. But it's, I've got most of it. I mean, it starts with ELO, of which I have everything. All of it I have. I've got, Jeff Lynne is in the... I look like Jeff Lynne, for fuck's sake. I am ELO. I've got frisbees and whatever they have, their UFO frisbee thing. I love their UFO frisbee thing. Yeah, fuck. I've gone through a lot of different music. The rumors that Dido's releasing a new album fill me with fucking joy. There's my entire music spectrum. I was literally listening to Marilyn Manson for this as well. So my music taste is just good music. That's what I've always said. I just like good music. So yeah. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, news. Yeah, right. I forgot what fucking video I was making. I looked at the game, I was like, shit, the game's gone. Wait, what? Anyway, there's a 4th Jackbox Party Pack coming out. Hooray! Jackbox have announced a new, I fucking love Jackbox. They've got a new one. It's called, I love that, again, this is a very good headline on their, I'll link to their blog, actually, fuck it. 4th Jackbox Party Pack to be called the Jackbox Party Pack 4. Well done. And it's got a whole bunch of new games in it and stuff, and it's got some fibbage. Ooh. Fibbage something else. Also, I believe in Fibbage 3, when you do the Twitch chat streamy integration bollocks, people can, on the Twitch chat, actually give answers. They can type things in, and the fake answers will appear on the thing. I think that's what they were saying that could do. So basically, everybody can join in and, do that sort of shit. That's fun. I think that's a fun thing to do. Anyway, what else we do? What else was announced? Oh, the creators of Burnout are making a... Fuck, I'll read the title. Creators of Burnout are making a Crash Mode spiritual successor called Danger Zone. Danger Zone! It's another great musical album. The country album for the TV show Archer. Fuck, that's a great album. Charlene album? Fuck me, that is a great country album. I know it shouldn't be, but it really fucking is. And on that note, John H. Benjamin, the voice of Archer and Bob in Bob's Burgers, I've been talking about him a lot recently. There's a test video with them guys in it. He made a jazz album. John H. Benjamin has made a jazz album where he is, I think it's like, what's it called? Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. But basically the whole premise is he can't play piano, so he's got a lot of professional jazz, everything else, all the other instruments, all we play professionally. And then it's like piano time, and it's like, it just plays whatever the fuck he wants. And it's fucking amazing, and it's the most Archer thing I've ever heard of in the world. But anyway, Creators of Burnout making Crash Mode spiritual successor. So Crash Mode where you crash the cars, they're making a new one called Danger Zone. It's coming out very soon. I think it's actually coming out in May for £10. Yes, there we go. No actual gameplay of it yet, but Crash Mode wasn't my favourite thing about Burnout. It was never my favourite thing. It was a fun thing about Burnout. I don't know if it can stand its own mode. Also, they really didn't do a good job with Dangerous Golf. Dangerous Golf was very boring. I don't know how they fucked that up. So Dangerous Golf, which was, I believe, made by the same people. That was made by Burnout 3 people. Whatever. Dangerous Golf was, so I hope they do a better job with this. But really, I mean, the best mode in Burnout was the one where you just basically could take down infinite cars. You had to take down as many cars as possible. That was always the best mode. Actually, speaking of cars, Forza Horizon 3 has got a Hot Wheels expansion. So you can, drive around Hot Wheels tracks, like the big, bright orange tracks and stuff. Which kind of looks like, the stuff they're doing at GTA Online, but in, the Forza Horizon 3 engine. Which seems fun. That's a fun, silly little thing. I'm kind of enjoying that. It'd probably be £1 million, but it's hang on, you can buy it by itself. Oh, I didn't read that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's that. Fuck, is that one that's on the Windows 10 store? Because I'm never going to play the fucking thing. Because I can't record that shit. Piece of bollocks. Anyways, I take that back. It looked terrible. Ugh. Actually, no, it looks fun. If you're into Forza and you're into Hot Wheels, then it's totally for you. Actually, speaking of totally for me, I'm on the segues today. WD, not WD-40, the squeaky clean people. WD, the hard drive manufacturers, have just launched a 12 terabyte hard drive. Yes, please. I need that shit. Oh my god, I really struggle with space. I mean, I keep a copy of every video I've ever made. So if YouTube ever goes fanny up, I have the catalogue, as it were. I've got it all, and I keep it all in. I've got it on online and offline storage. And that's a lot of space. 3,000 30-minute long thing. It's a lot of space that takes up. So there's a lot of technology that I don't really care about. I'm not on like cutting edge of any part of PC components except hard drive space, where I'm at the edge going, come on, make more space faster. I've got 9 drives logged into my fucking machine right now. But it's got helium. It uses helium in it and shit. Oh god. At the moment, I think they're going to be aiming this at enterprise more than consumer, but still the same bits. Not gonna fucking stop me. Oh, anyway. N! Remember the game N and N++? Actually, N is the free version, N++. The platform that I love with the ninjas. I must have placed in my top 100. I can't remember where. Definitely placed in my top 100. Otherwise, there's been a huge error. They're releasing an Ultimate Edition. Ah, yes, the Ultimate Edition, which adds like thousands of new levels. Like, literally, like, thousands. They go 2,000. And there's a hardcore mode. I don't know what the fuck things. And, right, it's a free update. 2,000 new levels. That's doubling the size of the game in a free update. It's now on PC. I believe N++ is now on PC as well as everything else. So you need to play N++. It is like the most essential platformer. I will argue to high heaven that it is possibly the best Twitch platformer. I mean, like, Twitchy reactions, not streaming. Well, you can stream it. I should stream it. That's a great fucking game to stream. Fuck, that's a great game to stream. No. N++ stream. There we go. I'll stream some N++ at some point. But goddamn, it's a game. Oh, it's such a good game, and it's getting a huge update. And it's better than Super Meat Boy. It's better than everything. It's just in my head, it's that dominant, awesome platformer of wonderfulness. And now it's got 2,000 more levels. So that gives it, there we go, 4,340 levels. It's pretty good. That's quite a lot. And they're not all just like flung together shit. A lot of them are really fucking gorgeous, like beautifully designed levels as well. So it is, 4,300 and something. Wonderful. Sorry, for some people going, isn't that Notepad++? No, that's a different thing entirely. We'll think about that later. And that's it. That was I ended on good news, and that was my good news. Actually, I should end there. That's where I would be ending, but I've got some extra news now. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, the greatest television show of all time came back for a brand new series, and I'd like to talk about it. It is a show primarily featuring 2 people, and then their interactions with a group of others. No, I'm not talking about Doctor Who, I'm talking about Taskmaster. Now, Taskmaster, #NotSpawn, is the best fucking TV show in the world. You have to be watching it. If you like my shit, you just have to watch it, because it's amazing. By the way, on the side note, I'm kind of enjoying Doctor Who. Second episode was terrible, but it's Frank Crusher Boyce and he wrote Forest of the Night, so terrible is fucking steps up from his last one. I like Bill. Capaldi seems to finally get in his groove. It's a shame I'm going to lose him. I'm not looking forward to Chris Chibnall stuff. Anyway, Taskmaster. Right, in Taskmaster, oh god, how do you explain the show? Taskmaster is a series of challenges given to 5 genuinely actual proper comedians. So there are 2 hosts of it, it's Greg Davis and the incredible Alex Horne. And, well, Greg Davis is the host and Alex Horne's his underling, and they set the challenges. But it's not like, run fast or do this shit. It's like silly challenges. So it's stuff like, here's a massive block of ice. get rid of it as fast as you can. And they all do it separately from each other, so they can't see what each other's doing. It's all shot off location, and then they watch it back on the film. And you just see how these comedians, who are quick, creative thinkers, deal with weird, silly challenges. It's the best show in the world, because you only have to follow the rules that are on the card. You can cheat as vigorously. It's basically encouraged to cheat and push the boundaries as quickly as possible. And it's just like the challenge in the first episode, because series 4 has just started. There are 3 series. It's on Dave. There's a TV show in the UK called TV channel, in the UK called Dave, and basically it's just reruns of Top Gear, new episodes of Red Dwarf, and reruns of QI, and then this. It's literally the best TV channel in the world. It's amazing. But their first challenge in series 4 is to destroy a cake as beautifully as possible. They're given a cake and they have to destroy it as beautifully as possible. And the 4 people who are in it, which is Hugh Dennis, Joe Lycett, Lolly, I have no idea what her surname is, I've only seen her in this, Mel Gedroic and Noel Fielding, they all go at it in completely insane and different ways. Noel Fielding puts it in a washing machine. If you don't know who Noel Fielding is, I pity your soul. He is the greatest fucking human being. My love for Noel Fielding will never, ever end. But yeah, he puts a cake in a washing machine. And it's just watches a cake go around a washing machine, and it's beautiful. Lolly paints a wall with it. Hugh Dennis kills it. He kills that cake in the same manner that a serial killer would. It's kind of weird. I can't remember what... Oh, Joe puts it in like a barrel and fires fireworks through it. And Mel Gedroic, who used to host the Bake Off, the Great British Bake Off, an incredibly popular show in the UK, just turns it upside down, smushes it into the ground, and then like backs off with like a ta-da kind of motion. And as she backs off, she trips over something. It's the funniest fucking thing. And that's like the first challenge of like a whole bunch of them. They start each episode. I know this. I've literally. This is me just going. You have to fucking watch the show. It's available online. If you're in the UK, you just need to make an account with this thing, and you can totally watch it for free. I don't know if it's available elsewhere. There are other ways to see TV shows. I mean, it's probably on a lot of YouTube by some bastard. But they are making a US version. Now, I would be going, ugh, US version, ugh. But Alex Horne, who's the underling, will be the underling in that one as well. And it's his show that he invented for Edinburgh. And of course, there's an Edinburgh show. It sounds like an Edinburgh show. But it's his show. So he is taking over to America. So hopefully that means it's actually going to be really, really fucking good in America as well. So America, soon you shall have your own version of Taskmaster that'll probably be great. And filled with more advertisements somehow. But the first chat. So when they're getting the prizes they win on each episode is stuff they bring in. So they're given like a topic of something to bring in. So in one like past episode, they had to bring in like something really valuable, and so people bring in like somebody brought in a car. One person brought in a blank check and signed it. And Tim Key, who's my absolute favourite, just brought in some copies of his book that weren't signed because he just thought, fuck it, I'll win and I'll get other people's stuff. Which is actually he's a poet, so he probably doesn't have any money anyway. But it's the best show. It's just my favourite TV show. And I know I've just gone on and on about how great the show is. It's online. Watch it online. Watch it on Dave. Just watch it and then report back to me and go, Dan, you're fucked. Because everybody who's seen it has gone, holy shit, that was the best show in the world. It's so funny. It is literally my favourite TV show right now. And it's the funniest TV show I've ever seen. And it's amazing. And that's Taskmaster. And I know that's not gaming news, but fuck you, I want to talk about that because the new series is amazing. And if I promote it enough, maybe I'll be on the Series 5. Hell yeah! Anyway, that's everything. That was the gaming news, some music news, and quite a lot of me talking about Taskmaster. Thanks for watching. You've got homework. Go do it. I'll see you later. Ta-ra.